And that's all the springs you got. So this is the small, this will be like a 4 pound. This is probably like 10. And this is bigger.
Stack them all up.
Yeah.
Maybe by the end of the day.
Well, whatever.
If it survives.
I would leave what's in there.
Assuming
And
that's in there.
Is there no spring chart?
No.
No.
You can look, if you look up tile wastegates, like that 60 mil, because this is like a knockoff tile, you can find it, yeah. But I mean, I had this spring in my this spring in my S10 at first, and it was 4 pounds. Then I put the middle spring in, and it was 10. And then I never used the big ones, so never went above 10 yet.
All right, we're back.
Yeah, I would just leave these. I mean, we'll put these need to, go to the
Did
track.
you see some wastegate?
We're back and we're close. Me and Clayton worked on it last night. I added dual fan relays for this big, crazy, light my car on fire Mark 8 fan, apparently. Someone commented, and then I searched the internet, and everyone... I mean, this should be sufficient, 230 amp, or they're like 3040, they say. Alternator wire, did some stuff. But, more importantly, the spacer got here the other day. Clayton took it to work. And then now it looks like this. So it'll work perfect for
I see what you're saying.
What?
our
About
application.
The pointing of the wastegate.
Well, the one's fine. It's just the...
Yeah.
You said those kits came with hose, Mike?
They might have. There is some hose around.
You got any 3... Or is that 1/4 inch? No. 1/4 inch? You got a clip of the down pack?
No, that's still coming. I'm still working my way towards it.
Get Pete to smile for it, and that'll be the thumbnail.
Well, he did weld it, so.
Yeah.
Pete welded it.
Yeah.
I didn't fucking weld that shit.
3 of us said you did. So.
Well, we'll get to that. But I was just gonna say the turbo is mounted now for good. We're basically throwing everything together for good. It's ready. It runs. It's time to start it with the turbo, and as a complete unit.
For the glitter,
G unit.
glorious shit.
Yeah, and I don't think there was too many other big, huge updates yesterday, besides the fact that, dun dun dun, it's a bullhorn mobile now.
It's like the bullhorn.
Speaking of bullhorn,
I can't believe. And actually, I think this is the original color here. It's like some silver.
Bullhorn's got mad cow disease.
This was originally a Silverstang. But with no further ado, what these guys are laughing about. I did a modern art project over here.
no, it's abstract art. not
Abstract.
You know he's gonna cut this out.
modern. Well, I know he will.
No, I'm for sure putting this in. Why would I not include this? That's what you guys don't get. If it's funny or gets a reaction, I like it. Like, I don't care if this look. Thing is, honestly, the welder is good. I haven't welded in like 3 years. And I started and it went kind of shitty. And then I just kept going and said, fuck it. But, I mean, in the future, I want to put a Vband right here. So then I can have race mode bullhorn. And that's why we took the piece off right here. However this goes. Something like that. So then this can be put back on when we do put an exhaust on there.
The other way. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. That can be put back on. So in the future, it won't be just a straight up bullhorn race mobile. But just in the meantime, it'll be like this with this crazy welded pipe. The good parts, where you think maybe a little credit, Rob did those, so don't, yeah. And this part, Rob did this. This is, he gave us this nice pipe, and then yesterday off camera, me and Clayton actually, this was another 90. We kind of fitted it and cut it and did our best to get it close, and then I went and destroyed it like this, but it's solid.
Half hour with the grinder will fix her up.
Yeah, no. I think we'll just clean her up a little bit, but mostly leave it like that, just for effect. But anyways, we're gonna continue putting this thing together. It's Wednesday, the race is Saturday. I'd like to do like tuning stuff tomorrow night and just clean up a few odds and ends on it tonight. Look at that, guys. All bullhorned up. Gonna have to, could leave it. Some people would probably leave it, but we'll cut that down. And one of the major projects left, Rob's working on right now. We got some fittings from Home Depot earlier to try connect to this air-to-water water tank that Pete said I could use for this race. And we're not plumbers, but we're making it happen.
Trying anyway. Oh, I need that fitting that's up there.
Yeah, we got these reduction fittings and
Yeah, and we're trying to like.
so my hoses are only 3/4 inch.
Trying to make I'm trying to make an adapter from a, because we couldn't find one, from a 90. Well, this was a 90-degree fitting, kind of like this, but
using it as a.
I'm trying to use it as a joiner, but I don't know if it's pipe thread and that's like not as you know.
Different.
Yeah, because I'm having a hard time getting this to start. Oh. Maybe it's going now.
Can this tube go out of the way here?
Yeah. I'll just have to mark that. We gotta mark that for the O2 and where to cut it.
I just got some slag in the
Yeah. I did flap wheel it, you'll see in a second, but yeah, for those not familiar with super drag racy setups, the air to water deal, the intercooler is behind the dash there, as you've seen in previous videos. So the turbo sends the air out there into the pipe we're gonna install soon, into the intercooler, into there, and into the intake. And the water runs from that tank, which you put ice in, through the intercooler core, like a radiator, or a rad, as we've been accused of saying. And it cools the air. Similar to air to air, but using water instead of air being blown through it by driving fast. There's your useless tech of the day.
I think it's going now.
Yeah. Cool. So I'm gonna mark this pipe and we'll get that finished and move on to something else. Some other kind of welding project on the car. That's what I think I'll tackle next. Made a rough mark on the old bullhorn here where I want to cut it. Just trying to make it, you know, flow kind of with the side of the car. And also marked the O2 sensor. I was thinking here, asked the guys for their opinion, and we're gonna go a little bit higher, like up here. Get too close to the turbo and it melts the sensors, but you get too far and too close to where it's gonna end, and then it won't get a accurate O2 sensor reading. So yeah.
Yep.
And we figured out some more things with the air to water tank. Able to get that fitting out, so I'll just have to get a proper fitting for down here. The old HD tomorrow, and that'll be good.
Yep.
Yeah. It's crazy watching these, or looking at the thumbnails of these videos, and like, one says 17 days ago, and I'm like, it's been 17 days of this already? It's flown, it's so many
Time flies when you're having fun.
late nights, yeah.
Got it?
Well, let me put these guys down.
Oh, I got
Okay, let's see this guy.
Put in there.
See this guy weld?
Which will get me to give him.
Yeah, he already said if it doesn't weld good, it's the welder's fault, so.
There's a piece of tubing on the ground. See it?
Yeah.
If you want to test it,
Ground strap.
Test her
you know what
out.
I mean. If you want to
Try it out.
test it to set
It
it.
might be just too cold.
Christian is a professional welder, so we have high
Yeah, Mike
expectations.
phoned in a welder.
Yeah.
We hired called in a.
You know, you don't want the O2 to leak any air because then you'll get bad readings.
Fort
So
McMurray. He's the Mac.
Fort Mac, baby. I guess turning the welder on helps.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's way too cold. There was also things in my butthole, I noticed. That was interesting.
Yeah, we were only in like the quarter area.
Oh, that thing will go to 11.
That sounds better already.
Making the pizza.
Clay, it must be your welder.
Clayton said the welder was perfect.
It is perfect.
Yeah, that.
See, like there we go. See,
Rob
that's
said he
what it's
doesn't
doing.
know the settings.
See how
but,
it's like
yeah.
sparking away? That's what it was doing for him.
That's the operator.
And I don't know. I don't know how
It's
to
MIG, you just pull and squirt.
Exactly.
Basically.
A monkey could do it.
The welder is a
Like that sounds
That sounds
assembly
good.
line good to
It's,
me.
Yeah, that
you
was
know what it is? Wire speed was too low.
So we kind of tried turning
Just
it
needed
up
to
and
turn
down.
both knobs up. All right, so it's all together, basically, right?
Basically,
It's crazy to think.
You need 2 more small hose clamps and a 6-inch piece of
the
rubber hose
Wastegate
for the
hose
wastegate jumper.
reference, yeah.
And the blow-off valve
Blow-off
seems to
valve.
be hosed.
to either a T or a
Yeah.
union or.
And I need to put a clamp on inside and get a better clamp
A
for
better clamp than this hose clamp right here.
Yeah, that's just for these purposes. But look at that, guys. Bullhorn City.
No, that's not really bullhorn.
No, it's
Bullhorn
not.
has to go like
That's
up.
just a
Just a Fender
It's just a
Fender
proper
executive. And there's some it's
and then it's
big.
gone.
It's fist size.
yeah. And then hopefully one day there'll be a Vband just a little higher up, and this will come off, and the exhaust that goes like through there.
We even painted all this to match.
Yeah, I still had some from the coil brackets, the Sonic Blue. So
Just give it a light on the edge here. Light sprinkle. You have to clear it too.
it's gotta look good at the track, right?
Blue, so that it
That
doesn't.
look good.
Paint the rotors quick.
All right.
After 5 years or whatever, it took 2 weeks and the thing's done.
What was the big deal?
2
Yeah.
weeks, about $800.
3 years ago we did a lot of work though, like the hot side and like a lot of the heavy fabrication.
No, I know, but then it sat outside for 5
Turbo
years.
mount. You know. That,
Yeah, and then it took 2 weeks and it's done.
Took a while to wrap those, the merge.
It's got to wrap this down tight too. Then close.
We might need the
Booster pack again, yeah.
I'll try it again.
Quieter than it was, yeah. Had to make a little boost. Like look how smooth this thing runs. we go. She's a runner.
Turn the fan on, Mike?
It is.
Pretty good.
Do you have a blanket on here?
What kind of blanket? Water blanket?
No. Living on the edge with the Gen
It's got
3
the
rods.
Fantastic. No
Streetcar.
blanket.
Trans blanket, but it's over there in the corner.
Who cares about that?
Yeah.
Need a horse blanket.
So that's pretty exciting, guys.
Put the tire on, drop it down.
Yeah. Should be a good weekend of racing. I mean, we haven't talked about that much yet, but all the cars are basically going to be at the track,
Except Clayton's.
except
Yeah.
It's just sitting
Clayton's. But
there, rusting away.
he's worked so hard on this
Maybe I'll
that
show up and just win again. I'm so sick of winning.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Listen to
Poor
this.
you, eh? You didn't seem to win too much at NPR, though.
Yeah, I did. First year I won $500. Fastest non-trailer car on the track, remember?
that's right.
He drove a block.
If you go back and
Exactly.
No trailer.
No trailer.
if you go back in the videos, there's a lot of Clayton winning money. To be honest.
There's holes all over the fucking yard from streetcar shootout. Winning.
When you just dig up
Dig
the
a hole
yard.
and bury the money. Might need it someday.
Is that just to keep it from Andrea?
Don't know the oil pressure, but it sounds like it has oil.
It's a mystery, but it sounds really quiet.
It's not leaking.
I mean,
I do have
the
a
valve train
gauge,
is so
but
quiet that if it doesn't have oil,
we don't have the
pressure, I'd
right
be
things to
amazed.
hook it up, and I don't really care. Because, I mean, I'm not going to change it. If this thing grenades,
If it had
then
10 pounds right now, it
Different
you'd
block.
run it,
Like,
you know,
I honestly have never heard a cold start LS sound so quiet.
5-year cold start, like
I
almost
mean,
like a C start.
unless it also doesn't have push rods. and
Yeah, that's
no
the
oil
thing,
pressure,
too.
Like, I don't know. It sounds so quiet.
as far as all the jokes about this engine being rusted solid from sitting,
Well, it did take a bit of torque to break it free.
the first time, but then it just woke up. It just needed.
Then we WD'd it,
Nudge
and
from its
cranked
mouth.
it.
And yeah, still, even with the exhaust coming out here and through the turbo rather than just the open hot side, it still sounded pretty quiet. So
Yeah, it's not too bad.
just more and more adventures to have with this automobile in the future. Future
What's
videos.
happened.
Yeah.
I'm just excited that you bought the PTFE line, so get you hooked on the corn.
I wish if we had E85 here, it'd be in,
I have it in my garage.
well, at the
Many,
pump.
many
Just
gallons.
spare fuel pump for 3, and that's all you'll need.
Hey, if it eats a couple fuel pumps, and it's all good.
All right, well,
Wow.
until tomorrow when we're driving this around and
Yeah, next video should be mobile.
yeah, mobile stang.
Mobile.
No longer Sonicstang, it is mobile stang. So
Chronic stain.
Yeah.
Hey, make sure you get a picture of this.
The
thing.
tires
yeah.
turn, so
The loin poop.
if you guys remember Riley's bracket on his 4-eyed fox body, shout out to that. So yeah, we did it, guys. Huge thanks to Clayton and Rob and Christian and
It all
Pete.
came down to the wiring.
Riley
If the
helped.
wiring wasn't right, then we were.
Yeah, fuck the wiring. The wiring was just a thing that takes a long time, and it turned out good under here. And under there, I'll revise it one day. But
Mike can get a couple hours sleep tonight.
yeah, that'll be cool. Well, actually, I'll probably edit a video and still be up till 3 in the morning. But anyways, until then,
Check you later.
check you later. Check you later, Sonicstang.
later.